The new concept of virtual avatars with virtual idols. Yes, what you hear, this is a new concept of KDA who debuted on November 3 with their single Pop Stars. Its members are characters from the video game League of Legends. They are Ari, Akali, Evelynn, and Kai'Sa. When her first video came out, it becomes incredibly viral with more than 100 million views in just 1 month. And today it already has more than 317 millions. They reached the highest positions in iTunes, K-pop charts, and the Billboard charts ranking. This virtual band had to compete with singers like BTS and Blackpink. These voices are provided by actual singers, Madison Beer, Dara Barnes, and members of the K-pop group (G)I-DLE, Million and Zion. Together where they performed at the League of Legends World Cup opening ceremony at Worlds 2018 in South Korea. The virtual characters had appeared throughout augmented reality. KDA have come back this year with their new song More, which generated 10 million views in just 24 hours. Their Korean fan club promoted their comeback by raiding amusement public places. The launch ceremony was unbelievable experience. The group KDA were appearing with another member previously at the LOL opening 2 years ago. It was well received at the 2020 ceremony. It was in live more than 2 million people, making this event a record thanks to the presence of KDA and its players.
Good morning, my name is Eric Peterson, and I will give you the most recent news about the information that has been given to us about the iPhone 12, where it already went on sale, and they give us some specifications and photos to be able to compare it with the previous ones, and if we like to be able to buy it. Okay. Every year Apple releases a new iPhone, and this year was not the exception. In October 3rd of 2020, Apple introduced the newest iPhone, the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 mini, the iPhone Pro, and the iPhone Pro Max. Everyone has their own specifications, but it's so expensive. So if you don't need the best camera in the world, you don't need to buy it. It's also the same that the iPhone 10 or 11. This time, Apple gave us the 4 types, as I already said. Everyone has their own specifications. The iPhone mini is really small, so you can use it by one hand. The iPhone Pro Max, it has 4 cameras, and it's the biggest one, so it's like a tablet. Then is the iPhone Pro that has only 3 cameras, and this like a normal iPhone, some a little bit more bigger, and the iPhone Pro that is exactly the same as the iPhone 11 with 3 cameras, and the static of the iPhone 4.
Good morning. Today we'll be talking about the events that are happening in the United States of America because as we already know, elections are taking place to elect the new president who will govern our neighboring country. Let's recap. Because as we already know, the first debate took place on September 29, where both presidents were talking about the form of government of each one. The second, which was considered to some problems generated by COVID-19, so on October 22, when the 3% debate took place, where they not only exposed data, but also finishes of all secrets of their own families. In short, in the percent debate, according to the BBC, the one who won and had the best argument was the current president, Donald Trump. At the same, Biden was trying to keep the composure of that declaration. I can say that I saw this amazing debate full of troops about and other. As for the votes that took place a few days ago, which indicates people decided that Biden will be their favorite president and Trump had ended his time as president. Biden win a score of 219 out of 214 by Donald Trump, although it is claiming that it was a product of deception and Trump called its own context to verify if Biden had cheated. Others, many people enjoy the defeat of Trump and are not much because they believe in everything that Trump told them. Others, Trump was looking for a way for Biden to lose, but he doesn't find it. It is said that the community had voted for Biden because Trump had not kept his word when he became president, in this case to make the law. Others, Biden had made several mistakes in his past. It will only be hoped that he didn't make another one and wait until January to receive him as president. That's all for my time.
2020 was a very hard year in the sports world. Today, we are going to talk about the NBA season 2019-2020 post-COVID. The constant increase in the infection due to the virus were during the first months of 2020 put in red lights the continuation of the entire season of one of the biggest basketball leagues in the world. But there wasn't yet an official NBA statement informing about the future of this. In March, the NBA began to consider suspending the rest of the season in order to prevent to spread of fans and players. After days of uncertainty, finally, of the 11th of the same month, the cancellation of the season was confirmed indefinitely. This with the hope that there will be changes that will allow the resumption of the games. The managers had talked before reported the new rules of the season. They were said 22 teams will be considered for the restart of the new unknown location. That location was chosen with the intention of isolating the players to prevent them from exposing themselves. They could play the remaining matches without no problems. This location was Walt Disney Orlando Resort. In the place of the season in that place the season was restarted. The players had played until the end of September when the finals started. A series of 7 games had played to have a champion and then deliver the trophy. This year it was the Miami Heat and Los Angeles Lakers who would face each other to obtain the precious trophy of the league. The Lakers was the winner.
Hi, I am Arlette Avali, and in the breaking news, we have Bill Gates' prediction for the post-pandemic world. Millionaire business mogul Bill Gates was talking about the disease and he predicted that by the end of COVID-19 pandemic that hit the world, only all of business trips will be made that after office hours displayed globally. He explained that during a conference organized by the New York Times, the Microsoft co-founder said that in the case of business vigilance, it will be more complicated to justify the reason of attendance due to the work that has been done remotely. According to the millionaire, this situation could improve after the estimated massive vaccine from the second half of 2021. My prediction is that more than 50% of business trips and more than 30% of office days will disappear. We will continue to see the office in some way and we will continue to make some business trips but drastically less. It was his words. Gates accepted at the conference his limitations when it comes to predicting behavior and confessed that he did not expect that to wear a mask. Although
Bill has seen that this pandemic would bring many economic problems.